All right, let's dive right into this explainer. We're looking at exactly how a 71-year-old, let's call him John, can reliably fund his annual vacations for the rest of his life. Because look, we all dream of that perfect retirement, right? Just packing your bags, heading to the airport, and exploring without that constant nagging stress over your bank balance. But making that money actually last? Yeah, that's the tricky part. So today, we're mapping out John's journey.
So the core question is really this. If you're 71 and you have a starting balance dedicated entirely to your travels, how do you make absolutely sure it never runs out? To figure this out, we're going to compare two very distinct vehicles to carry John through his retirement. We've got a standard bank CD, and we've got a fixed indexed annuity, or FIA for short.
We're starting our journey right here with your initial starting luggage, a $200,000 principal. This is the nest egg John has earmarked purely for fun. It's his travel fund. And the decisions he makes right now at age 71 will literally dictate whether he's flying first class well into his 90s or grounded at home by his early 80s. Now let's see how this builds with our first option, the fixed indexed annuity. This gives you an immediate first-class upgrade in the form of a 20% bonus on your principal right out of the gate. So, while your actual cash principal is $200,000, the insurance company immediately credits your account with a 20% bonus specifically for generating your future income. That means your income base value instantly jumps to $240,000. You haven't even booked a flight yet, and your income generating power has already surged. And this brilliantly illustrates the reward for patience. If you can delay your vacation payouts for just 3 years, you get a 7.5% guaranteed roll-up rate on that income base value. So by waiting just a short time while you're 71, 72, and 73, your income base grows by $15,000 a year. By year 3, that base you're drawing from has skyrocketed to $285,000. It's just a massive launch pad for your retirement income.
Okay, so the absolutely crucial point is right here when we compare your 3 flight options side by side. Option 1 is a standard 4% bank CD. If you just take the interest so you don't lose your principal, well, it only gives you $8,000 a year. That's what, maybe one nice trip? Option 2 is turning on the annuity immediately. That jumps your income to $16,920, guaranteed for life. But option 3, waiting those 3 years for the maximum payout, gives you a massive $21,233 every single year for life. And here's the real kicker. The annuity options have a built-in long-term care benefit that literally doubles your payout if you get sick, whereas the CD offers absolutely nothing.
Section 2, the flaw of the CD, running out of fuel mid-flight. To really understand why the CD is a risky vehicle for your travels, we need to look at what happens when you actually try to spend that money. If you pull the exact same $21,233 vacation fund from your 4% CD instead of the annuity, well, the grim reality sets in. Because $21,233 is much higher than the 4% interest the CD earns, you're eating into your principal every single year. The balance just plummets. In fact, the account completely drains down to zero by age 83. Think about that for a second. You hit 84 and you are grounded. $0, no travel funds for the rest of your life. But let's say you try to be a bit more conservative, right? Even if you take the smaller immediate amount of $16,920 from the CD, you still run out of gas completely by age 87. And John might easily live into his late 90s. That scenario leaves him with over a dozen years of zero income. It's a fundamental mathematical flaw. When you rely on a CD for heavy income withdrawal, the principal simply cannot sustain it.
Now let's contrast that with the fixed indexed annuity with that 3-year wait. We know age 83 is when the CD hits zero, but with the annuity, that $21,233 keeps flowing. Age 83, the money is there. Age 90, the money's there. Age 99, the exact same amount is still flowing, completely guaranteed by the insurance company. You've essentially transferred the risk of running out of money from your own shoulders directly onto theirs. And talk about the ultimate travel insurance. If your health ever fails and you require long-term care, specifically, if you can't perform 2 of 6 activities of daily living, the income enhancement benefit kicks in. It literally doubles your annual payout to $42,465 to ensure your care is fully funded for up to 5 years. It's a level of peace of mind that a bank CD simply cannot legally offer you. Section 3. Lifetime payouts by age 100, the ultimate destination. Let's zoom out to your ultimate destination at age 100 and look at the sheer numbers. If John lives to 100, look at the total amount of money he will have received to fund his life. The CD limits you to $232,000 in income over that entire time, assuming you only took the interest to preserve the base. The immediate annuity. That jumps to $490,680. But the 3-year wait annuity generates a staggering $552,058 in guaranteed money for your vacations. Guys, that is over $250,000 more in your pocket, generated from the exact same starting luggage of $200,000. The contrast just couldn't be clearer. You can choose a vehicle that limits your travel, eats into your principal, and risks running dry in your 80s. Or you can choose a vehicle that gives you an immediate 20% bonus, grows at a guaranteed 7.5% roll-up rate, doubles if you get sick, and guarantees a 6-figure lifetime payout advantage. With the math this clear, John, the only question left to answer is which ticket do you want to book for the rest of your life?